some templates, more or less like this one. So if you say new file, then that is where you will see this window right here. You might not see it like this at first, so you just have to click on these tabs on top here. So like for instance, if you click on print, there you can see some printables, for instance an A3 and A4 sizes that you are actually used to, or sizes that you might be actually designing for. So for instance, we choose an A4. You can choose the orientation. So the orientation is all about how is the page orientated. Is it a portrait or is it a landscape? So for instance, I want a landscape, and then let's leave all of these like this for now. And the background, we can leave it as white. We can leave it, we can take it to transparent also. I like transparent, especially for logos. So let's go with create. Once you've created your page like this, then now you've got this empty page right here. Okay, I want you to look for this icon over here, which is layers. If you don't see this, I would recommend that you go up here, and you see next to this search icon here, there is this icon. When you click on it, it will show you essentials, whatever, 3D. So you can choose photography there. Then you'll be able to see the layers, and then some of the things that you would use when editing pictures as a photographer. So, but for now, let's do this. What do you want to do? For instance, let's say we want to create a logo. Okay. What we would do is that we would take a shape. So most people will just have the shape somewhere here, but my PC is hidden in these 3 dots. You know why is that? It's because there are many icons that are supposed to be here. So that is why there's these 3 dots over here. So when I click on it, when I right click on it, it will show me all of these things that are available in this toolbar. So for instance, if I were to take an ellipse tool, let's just call it a cycle, but it's an ellipse. So if I were to take it and then draw a shape, then the shape will appear. Then I'll go to the moving tool, which is this plus icon over here. This is the move tool. They even show you now it's moving the tortoise. Can you see that? So now you move the shape to wherever you want it. For instance, you want it in the center of the picture. Okay, there's this pink line showing you that something has been centered vertically. Okay, we put it there. Once the shape is there, there are many things we can do to the shape. For instance, we can we can change the color. For instance, when you double click on the picture and then change the color, can you see that small icon over there, that small box over there? That is where you change. Now let's continue with our tutorial. I was saying that when you click on this small square here, you'll be able to change the colors of this circle over here. So here, this is what we call layers. There will be more layers right here. So layers are just like pages on top of each other. And then due to the fact that they don't have a background, then that is where you'll be able to see whatever is behind that layer. For instance, let's say we add another shape, which is a rectangle. So we take a rectangle tool, we draw a rectangle, and then now we've got a rectangle. This rectangle over here is a shape, or is a layer on top of this layer. If, for instance, if I were to change the color of this square or rectangle, it will then, can you see that? So this one is behind, the black one. So if I were to reduce the opacity, so the opacity is all about the visibility, how visible it is. So now it becomes transparent and transparent and transparent. The more I go towards 0, it becomes transparent and transparent up until 0, then it's gone. So when do we use that? Okay, for instance, we have opacity and the fill. So when I bring down the fill, it does the same thing. But now when do I use the fill? When do I use the opacity? The opacity is for reducing everything on the shape, including the effects. For instance, if I were to go to blending options and create a stroke, and say this stroke, okay, let's bring the size for the stroke up. Can you see the stroke? We can choose for the stroke to be inside or outside our shape. Then, okay, let's say I've created the stroke. I say, okay. And then from there, if I were to reduce the fill, only black will be gone. Like, can you see that? Black is gone. Bring it up, black is coming back. Black is back. And then now, when I reduce the opacity, both black and white are gone. Done. Let me delete this layer. Okay, what else can we do now? For now, let's just stop here. For the next video, I'm going to show you how you can actually place a picture in Photoshop. For instance, let's take this picture right here. And once you place the picture and then fit it into a shape by just creating a clipping mask and then moving the picture wherever you want it to be. Oh, look at that. That is awesome, isn't it? And then once you've done that, you blending options, you'll be creating a stroke. You go with the stroke or do whatever with the stroke. We're gonna be doing so many things. We're gonna be creating a solid color or a gradient for the background. Okay, let's take it back here. Becomes a background. You change it. We're gonna be doing so much together, guys. Like, just bear with me. Bear with me. I'm gonna show you so many things. So many things. Let's look at this. Like, for instance, this could be radio. If it was radio, this could be like reversed. And then it becomes so nice. You can even scale this thing. You can scale it up. Look at that. It's amazing. Say okay. You can even add some effects here. Can you see this? There's so many effects. There's bevel, there's stroke, there's inner stroke, there's inner shadow, there's color overlay, there's drop shadow. When you drop the shadow, you'll see the shadow becomes available there. You can open the size of the shadow. Yo, guys, this is too much. This is too much. So, till the next time we can play, have a good one. Did I just steal the line of Mickey Mouse?
Till next time we can play,
Yes.